Hello, it's me, Fedora Man, and today we're going to be reading Creepypasta of Klay World because I'm deciding to upload on Sunday real quick because I have very little time to do this. So sorry for the short amount of editing, and I probably said that wrong because my entire head's like stuck in a headset. But other than that, let's go on. And 1, 2, 3. Anyone remember Klay World? It was a somewhat popular series on Newgrounds and YouTube, the most popular episode being Pancake Mines. Last year, many of its fans were disappointed to hear that the series creator, Robert Benfer, I know I said that wrong, and I said that wrong as well, or Knox, as he was better known as, was ending the series. But before he did, he released a 30-minute special simply titled All Gone. Many people believed that this was the final episode. However, they were wrong. I was watching All Gone on YouTube when I noticed an annotation that popped up. For a split second during the food fight scene, I guessed that it was a link to one of Knox's secret videos, like he had done on Newgrounds. I went back and clicked the annotation, and to my surprise, I was right. The video was just called Done. The first thing that I noticed was that the video didn't fade in or have an intro. It just started. It was very low resolution. And I'm sorry for saying things, a lot of stupid things, because it's a kind of a thing that happens. Like, I mix up my words. Okay, enough talking about me. Like the old Newgrounds videos. It showed a few Claymen standing on the table, as usual. One of them was holding a bag. He shouted, "Guys, look what I found!" Then they turned and looked inside the bag. There were wire cutters, a piece of string, and a surgeon's mask. Another Clayman said, "Ooh, I wonder what these are for." He put on the surgeon's mask and died instantly. Oh, really? He just died instantly. It didn't even 1 second, and then he dead. Okay, so since they all die all the time in the series, I didn't think much of it. Of course you shouldn't, like, whatever. So anywho, the camera panned down to reveal toxic gas coming out of the mask. The others started laughing. I could already tell someone was just a bit off. Nah, Claymen are always stupid all the time. A few more Claymen come over. One of the original few Claymen that were there at the beginning started yelling at one that had just come over. I couldn't tell what he was saying. He was mumbling a bit. He then took the wire cutters out of the bag and finally shoved them down the other Clayman's throat. Blood started gushing out. The other Clayman started laughing again. A few more came over. I realized that every time one of them died, a few more would come over. One of them asked what was going on, and Clayman came over to him with the string and pulled it around his neck, strangling him to death. They all started fighting, and a voice said, "Those Claymen. They could have used those items for the good." I then heard another voice say, "It's over." All the Claymen looked up. It was Knox. He had never shown himself in a Klay World video before. He was smiling as he took a butcher knife out of his belt and started chopping Clayman in half. Blood and blue clay flew everywhere, but not the typical red clay. There was realistic blood and organs spilling out. Okay. I also noticed that the scene shown was in green screen or split screen. It was an actual video clip. Yes. Yeah. I see every day Clayman running on my desk. Yeah, you can buy I can buy real life Clayman. But no, that doesn't. And I think I've hit my mic. I hit my mic. Frick. Frick. Okay. Um. Back to it. So, yeah. Back to the scene. I also noticed that the scene wasn't green screen or split screen. It was the actual video clip. The more Knox murdered the possessed Clayman, the more realistic the blood would come. Fuck. I even saw a tiny hurt. Oh! Knox, now furious, took the bloody blue Klay into the old room where Klay World was originally shot and through the wall. I could see dead bodies in the room as well. What dead bodies? The Klay dead bodies, or just... That's my question of the day. Is it just real Clayman, or is it just dead people? Whatever, that's weird. Okay, suddenly the doorbell rang. Knox ran upstairs and opened the door. It was Marsh. Never heard of him. Never one of my favorite Klay animators. Before he could speak, Knox stuck his hand down his throat and pulled out his spine. Blood flying everywhere. And Knox turned to the camera and said, "You're next." Just you're next? I shut off my computer and took it a walk. Yes, cliche, my favorite thing. I've tried to get back to the video since, but YouTube says it doesn't exist. Knox probably noticed that I got a view and took it down. My theory is that the stress of making all gone drove Knox insane, forcing his friends to finish it, and that Knox killed himself shortly after finishing the last Spin for Time episode. As you can tell by my reaction to this entire thing, I did not enjoy having to read this entire thing, and then it's Monday now, so yeah, I forgot how to get off, because I do camp. But, as you can tell, this wasn't really a good one, and now I just realized something. It was meant to be a trollpasta. According to the creator and the commenter, I keep delaying my words. I'll stop now talking about how I keep delaying my words. Klay World was this Klay World creepypasta. It sucked and it always will. So there we go. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. The end. Let's go home now. I'm gonna probably make Klay animations myself or something. Whatever. What can you expect next time on Fedora Man Studios? You know what you're gonna expect? You're gonna get a serious Sam video again. So look out for that. If I ever make it, that is. Bye and have a good day.